Bellabag was a good story. Now let's go for other new horizons. Hello there, my name is Danak. Hope that you enjoyed this video.
It's about time we hit the road, passengers. Thanks to the three trailblazers, the activity of the fragmentum has reached the lowest level, and the Pom-Pom will dispatch the express shortly, and we'll be leaving Urillo 6. Please be seated and say your goodbyes to this planet.
Goodbye, Yarulo 6. Goodbye. WE ARE XIANZHOU LUOFU. Oh, Blade. And Jin Yuan. And the little boy, Zansing, I think. Something like that. Yanqing, yeah.
Yes, General.
Watch this person carefully. Do you remember me?
I remember. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are not one of them, Jin Yuan.
No.
Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of them.
Oh, wait a second. What the f... Okay.
Hold on. I'll be there soon.
Wait a second, Blade. His voice is not what I was thinking of. But I really like that. What's happening with Dan Hong? Does he have PTSD of Blade or something like that?
What did I tell you? He's definitely sleeping in.
Yeah.
We trailblazers can go days without sleep. But when we do hit the hay, we have to make up for it. Anyway, no point wasting our time in the corridor. The conductor wants us to attend a warp navigation meeting. Same old location, apparently. And we can't be late. Let's head over. Oh, by the way, you drew the short straw. It's your turn to wash the coffee cups this week.
The room is quiet. Nobody's answering. What's happening, Dan Hong? Tell me what's happening. Dan Hong. Hey, Mako. Dan Hong's not...
You're very punctual.
Morning. I'm reporting Dan Hong for... And a wonderful morning to you, Mako.
I can't remember the last time I got such a polite response. The trailblazing of Urillo 6 is drawn to a close, and the Astral Express must depart for the next planet.
Okay. What's the next planet?
Not telling yet. We'll make an
So
official
you know where?
announcement in the meeting, but I'm keeping you in suspense for now. The meeting will start soon.
I feel like Dan Hong right now.
Passengers, the warp
Oh.
navigation meeting has officially begun.
Hello there.
Firstly, Pom-Pom wants to congratulate you, the Nameless, for successfully resolving the problems at this stop. The Express is now able to continue along the Star Rail.
The 3 of us actually pulled it off, huh?
Yeah.
It's time for your conductor, that's me, to reveal the name of our next stop.
We're going to Luofu, isn't that?
Long time
Kafka.
no see, Astral Express crew. It's Kafka.
Baby girl.
I came at a good time. You're all here.
What's happening with
Single
her?
one.
No need for the mysterious introduction, Stellaron Hunter.
Oh.
Himiko, correct? Apologies for interrupting your little get-together, but I'm sure once you've heard my request, you'll forgive me. I'd like you to make a destination alteration.
I've seen your face before, Stellaron Hunter. Even if it was only on a corporation wanted poster. They were offering quite the bounty. Dead or alive. Do you know the figure?
Doesn't concern me. Then again, a corporation bounty is a compliment, not an insult. don't you think? The higher the figure, the bigger the compliment.
You wanted criminals sure know how to look on the bright side of things.
I will say, Herta certainly paid you all a compliment. A maniac that claims he can see destiny, leading a bunch of wild lunatics in pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe. And Herta doesn't give out compliments very often.
Is
In
that a
pursuit
compliment?
of the most dangerous objects in the universe, huh? Well, in that sense, you astral expressors and I are cut from the same cloth.
You're in the wrong place, Kafka. We're not about to accept your request, and we're not about to get into bed with a Stellaron hunter. It was nice talking with you. Perhaps next time you'll be willing to pay us a visit in person, and we can continue our little discussion.
Have you guys heard of the Luofu?
The XIANZHOU LUOFU? It belongs to the Hexafleet of the XIANZHOU Alliance. We've heard of it.
But what you haven't heard is that it's currently very close to you. A couple of warp jumps away, in fact. Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Luofu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron hunters trying to do? The
Yeah.
XIANZHOU Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the XIANZHOU is convinced that we're responsible. My companion, Blade, has been taken away by the Cloud Knights. I want to bring him back, resolve this Stellaron crisis, and clear our names.
I'm not really
Nothing
sure
to
about what
do
you're
with
doing right
you?
now.
Yeah, right. Sounds like a weird coincidence to me. You just happened to show up after the Stellaron burst? Also, we're not your friends. Why should we care if a Stellaron hunter is innocent,
We shall seal the Stellaron and have the Zenchu.
No! Why are we listening to her? The Alliance is strong. Is a single Stellaron burst really too much for them to handle? We're the crew of the Astral Express, not some squad of Stellaron-stealing super specialists.
You could, of course, not get involved. Knowing that the Stellaron hasn't yet affected this region of space, you could make the jump and arrive at the next world. But sooner or later, the star rail here will be more blocked off than it was before. I can tell you what the future holds. If you don't go to the Luofu, the Stellaron will eventually contaminate the entire ship, and over half of the inhabitants will perish. Oh, you brave and fearless trailblazers, you benevolent nameless. Can you really remain indifferent to that?
This companion of yours, Blade, he'd perish too, right?
No comment. Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our
Okay.
destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
See you later, girl. Don't you go.
March, get Dan Heng.
Okay. Dan Heng, where are you?
Whoa, what are you doing here?
You were taking a bit too long.
I gave him the lowdown. Hey, remember what I said, okay? We're gonna vote against it. I'm not gonna take orders from that woman.
Dan Heng, what's your idea?
Seems like the longer I spend in my room, the stranger things are when I emerge.
We might be going to XIANZHOU LUOFU.
March told me. If it were one of the other ships, it might have been okay. But I can't go to Luofu.
Why though? So you and the Luofu have history.
I'm forbidden from setting foot on that ship. Total interception of any attempt to enter the Dominion is how they chose to put it. So if you're planning on going, I can't go with you. I remember the Xianzhou was a sight to behold. Good luck.
I guess this is time for Welt to come with us. Welt. I've been waiting for you, boy.
Are you okay, Dan Heng? March brought you up to speed, I assume.
I'm fine. And yes, I'm up to speed.
Good. In that case, with regard to the matter at hand, let's vote to decide our next move. Our Stellaron hunter claims that a Stellaron burst has occurred on the XIANZHOU LUOFU, and that we're in the vicinity. If we head for the LUOFU, we may have the chance to save many innocent lives. However, it's also possible that our Stellaron hunter is lying and using us for her own ends.
Yep.
Neither Welt nor I believe that she's telling us the truth, but we can't just ignore the intel she's given us. So, we're about to hold a democratic vote on whether to set a course for the XIANZHOU. All those in favor, hold out your hand. All those against, keep your arms by your side. 3, 2, 1.
Hands up.
Four against 1. Well, it looks like the Astral Express crew has a majority vote to head for the XIANZHOU.
Yeah. My bad, Dan Heng. Did you say you were voting against?
I calmed down and thought about it a bit. If it turns out that woman isn't lying, then a lot of innocent people are gonna get hurt. Now's the time for thinking about other people.
Oh. How suddenly principles of you.
All right, all right. I think we're all used to March's modus operandi by now.
No, normally.
So, Dan Heng, you want to stay here?
Yes. I'm staying this time.
Oh.
In case.
What did I say?
Ready for a trailblazing expedition? I know you've been itching to get out there for a while now.
Oh,
Make
fuck
sure you
yes.
take good care of the two of them.
Don't worry.
Destination XIANZHOU, here we come!
Yeah. Oh, cut in.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait. It's the same cutscene as the first time. Oh. No longer.
Whoa! So that's a XIANZHOU ship? It looks even bigger than Eurilo 6!
Hey, yo.
For the XIANZHOU, these ships are their planets. Terrestrial environments are cradles that allow civilizations to survive and then develop. Some of those civilizations progress further, constructing spacefaring vessels, which allow them to voyage into the unknown. The XIANZHOU Alliance is one such civilization. I've only glimpsed it a few times, but it's as magnificent as I remember.
You okay there? What's with all the lonely nostalgia vibes?
Maybe he's from XIANZHOU. Maybe he's a XIANZHOU.
This is the
XIANZHOU.
Astral Express. I repeat, this is the Astral Express. We have arrived in Xianzhou territory.
Yeah, maybe
Requesting
he's
landing permission
essential.
from ground control.
Essential.
From the bridge, I mean.
Welcome to Luofu Skyport, Starskin. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer. Please wait transfer.
Okay, let me try something. Xianzhou. How do we say this?
县轴，县轴，县轴诺夫，
Xianzhou.
县轴诺夫，
Xianzhou. Okay. So, is it stuck on repeat? Sounds like one of those automated customer service numbers, I swear.
Something's not right.
The signal is still repeating, but no one is guiding us into dock.
Maybe the Stellaron hunters were telling the truth. It seems like something really did happen to the Xianzhou.
It
A
seems.
vessel arrives at a deserted spaceport. Isn't that how, like, loads of horror movies start?
Well,
Let's
I'm
not
not
let our
that sure.
imaginations get the better of us.
Please wait transfer. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Okay.
Still the automated signal?
Yes, it's still on repeat. Ah, there we go.
The Jade Gate now opening. On behalf of the Xianzhou Luofu, welcome, guests from afar. Please proceed to dock in accordance with the guidance.
Huh? Is this still automated?
The signal broke off. Seems that's all there is.
Yeah.
We should get going. Imiko, stay vigilant back here on the Express.
Relax. I've got Don Hung here with me.
Trailblazers,
Make sure
assemble!
you're properly prepared before you set off.
Another choice, goddamn.
You need to take extra care on this expedition. I've compiled some intel on the Xianzhou for you. I hope it comes in useful.
Thank you. Goodbye, my friend.
Before we set off, I need to clarify the aim of this journey with you. The Stellaron hunters have given us a lot to consider, and a lot to doubt. But the most important part of this expedition is...
The Stellaron.
Precisely. The Stellaron hunters clearly have ulterior motives. However, knowing what they're all about, and given the focus of Kafka's words, I have no doubt that the Xianzhou is dealing with a Stellaron. The Alliance and the Express haven't had any previous dealings, so our arrival might not receive the warmest welcome. But as trailblazers, we're not in this for fame or gain. We just need to do everything in our power to assist the Xianzhou and eliminate the source of disaster. Always keep that in mind, and don't forget the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
Yeah!
Sir, yes, sir. Let's go. Oh, shames.
Oh, look. It's just containers as far as the eye can see. This area isn't for receiving guests, it's for unloading cargo. Who decided to send us this way? Such a huge port and not a soul in sight. It gives me the creeps.
Yet, someone opened the gate for us.
Stop talking. If there is someone here, they're in my bad books already. Mr. Yang, what should we do?
We should start with the person who opened the Jade Gate. If it turns out they're not friendly, then at least they've already made things easier for us. If it turns out they were just doing their job, then we can ask them what happened here.
And what if they are not friendly and we can't defeat them?
Are you forgetting we've got Mr. Yang with us? Oh, right. You haven't seen what he can do yet.
Exactly.
Let's move. Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, finally in the Xianzhou Luofu.
Up ahead.
You're hurt, son. Try not to talk. March, use your six-phased ice to stop the bleeding. Go easy. We don't want to add frostbite to his list of complaints.
I'm on it.
This area saw fierce fighting only recently. Let's keep searching. There might be other survivors.
Okay, maybe Blade went out rogue and that's what just happened right now.
Up ahead. Please. Leave me.
Okay, what the fuck just happened in this place?
There are wounded everywhere.
Yeah.
The silver lining is that, based on what we can see, no civilians were caught up in the battle. I'm guessing the Xianzhou must have evacuated the port immediately, leaving the soldiers to deal with the crisis. But as for these corroded monsters...
Corroded monsters?
Miss Tingyun, fall back! They're Mara struck. We've already lost them.
Okay. First time seeing you, baby girl.
Hey, you there? We need your help.
And of course.
Thanks for saving Beauty from the beast.
Pleasure. But are you thanking us or giving yourself a compliment?
Fight is won! Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Okay,
Miss
Tingyun.
The Mara struck have been repelled, but there could be other dangers nearby.
What is she doing
The
here?
situation is serious. Allow us to escort you back to the Skyfaring Commission. Immediately.
Calm down, I heard you. It'd be rude of me to depart without thanking our benefactors.
What a
My
wow
name
behind to a
is
lady.
Tingyun. I'm the ambassador for the Luofu Skyfaring Commission Merchant Guild. May I venture to know the illustrious names of my heroes?
Hey, yo.
Illustrious names? Sure. I'm March 7th. This is Mr. Yang. Oh, Mr. Welt Yang. And this is...
Lanak.
I see. Well, thank you for coming to our aid. Although, there is one thing I don't understand. Starskiff Haven is under lockdown. Since none of you are Xianzhou residents, may I ask how you came to be here? If you can't offer an explanation, I'm afraid these Cloud Knights will have to escort you out.
We called for port transfer and got no response, but then someone opened the Jade Gate for us. When we arrived, there was no one to be found, so we started to make our own way through.
How can that be? My ship was the last one into port before the Jade Gate was shut. The Skyfaring Commission has already locked down Starskiff Haven entirely.
Okay,
We're
please,
telling
we
you
are
the
not lying.
truth. You can
Thank you.
verify it yourself by checking the access history of the Jade Gate.
Why?
We found it strange ourselves when the gate opened, but no one came to greet us.
You're with the Astral Express.
How in the fuck do you know us? Yeah.
You've heard of us?
Indeed I have. Oh, you've arrived at a bad time. The Xianzhou has suffered an incident. Whether you're here
Xianzhou.
for leisure, treatment, or trade, I'm afraid you won't be able to go through with it.
Well, we
For
are
your
here to help
safety,
you.
You should hurry to Central Starskiff Haven and take refuge. I'll take you to Madame Yukong of the Skyfaring Commission and let her decide how to proceed.
We caught wind of the incident you mentioned. That's why we're here, Miss Tingyun. To help the Xianzhou seal the Stellaron.
Your actions have already revealed your kind hearts to me. Sadly, I can't make you any promises. You're outsiders, and only Madame Yukong has the authority to consider your offer. Oh, don't worry. Madame Yukong is kind-hearted too. Come on now, I'll lead the way.
Huh. Guess I'm going to use. I'm going to stay in this team.
Those monsters back there.
They were no monsters.
Oh, those were not to be confused with monsters, benefactors. We call them Mara-struck.
Okay.
Oh, finally! Look how many tail hairs I lost on the way! Oh, my beautiful tail. We had a difficult start, but things got easier. Look, that's the barge I was talking about.
Is this manual or automatic?
Don't fret. All ambassadors know their way around a starskiff.
I was perfectly calm until she volunteered to help.
Please take your seats, everyone. We'll be off right away.
Okay. Wait, this is actually beautiful.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, allow me to welcome you to Starskiff Haven. On the Xianzhou Luofu, anything relating to aviation, navigation, and trade falls within the scope of the Skyfaring Commission, which is one of the 6 commissions of the Luofu. As the biggest port on the ship, Starskiff Haven is governed by the Skyfaring Commission too.
You definitely sound like a... what was it again? Oh, Amy Cassiter. By which I mean, nice speech.
That's too kind of you. My job involves ferrying business delegates to and from Starskiff Haven, so I do this kind of introduction all the time. Anyway, we're safe now. Normally, I'd be a good host and take you around, but these are difficult times. Let's head to the Palace of Astrum first and report your arrival to Madame Yukong.
Palace of Astrum?
Right there, the tallest building in the city. It's also the headquarters of the Skyfaring Commission. Let's hurry, we haven't got much time.
Can we talk about it first? And what's the hurry?
I don't mean to rush you, but if Madame Yukong holds me accountable for not getting you over soon enough, I wouldn't want to be around for the consequences.
Sounds scary. I thought you said she was kind-hearted.
We need to make a few preparations before paying a visit to any of the 6 commissions. Rest assured, Miss Tingyun, we won't go anywhere. If you could inform Madame Yukong of our arrival first, we'll meet you at the palace entrance later.
Very well.
Little Miss Fox moves at quite the pace. I can't keep up with her.
Yeah, she really is fast.
I've spent too long on the bench. Let's catch our breath for a while, huh? We can expect a packed schedule ahead.
Nice. Let's have a look around
Not
the
so
city.
fast. I need to give you 2 a heads up first. Our meeting with Madame Yukong won't be without risk. We need to be prepared and take it seriously.
Sir, yes, sir.
She is a top Xianzhou leader. Oh, Mr. Yang, do you think this could be Bellabog all over again?
Are you saying that Madame Yukong is the new Madame
No,
Cocolia?
the Xianzhou Alliance is better than that. But Madame Yukong will definitely have a string of difficult questions for us. Why did we choose to come to the Xianzhou now? How did we know that the incident is related to a Stellaron? Who leaked their information to us? Careless answers mean distrust and potential hostility, which would make things much harder for us.
Huh, crud. One of us is gonna blurt something out, or get something wrong, I just know it.
Mr. Yang should do
Good
the
idea.
talking.
We
Yeah,
can be his cheerleaders in the background.
exactly.
Let's not do that. Don't worry, we'll find a way through. Let me do the talking.
Thank you, Welt.